The last time that I drew a car, it looked like this. I mean, it isn't bad, but it could be better. So in today's video, I'm drawing a car, and let's see if I've improved. Fingers crossed, I think I have. Today I'm using polychromos on Clairefontaine pastel mat, both linked in the description, but let's get straight to it. Starting with the sketch, I just use the grid method. It's nice and accurate. It's nothing really special. So the first thing that I wanted to do was really refine this sketch by using a black pencil to outline the boundaries of the darkest sections. When moving on to colour, I start at the left side so that I don't end up working over what I've already done, causing excess smudging, because I am a right-handed person. Now in the starting part of your drawing, you'll notice that you initially got loads of pencils out. You're like, oh, look at all these colours, this is amazing. But then you find out that you only really use about 7 or 8. Now this is what happens with any drawing that I do. I always get lots of colours out, really excited, like yeah! And then yeah, I pick about 7 or 8 pencils and these kind of soldier on all the way through to the end result. So on the topic of pencils, you need to make sure that you're using a really nice sharp pencil, as a sharp pencil will allow you to go really into those details, and especially on this car drawing, you need to make sure that all these little trims, curves, where the door and things are, the wheels, they're all nice and crisp. And a sharp pencil is also really important in terms of just general details, as all these little things are what make up the bigger picture. So when I'm drawing personally, I'm not drawing an eagle, a shark, a car, or a dog or a horse. I'm really focusing on these little things, making sure to get them correct, because all they build up, they layer on top of each other, one by one by one. And then you'll find that you'll just have this bigger picture at the end, and it'll go, oh. And this is the thing, people are always like, oh, your drawings are so amazing, that's great. You must have so much patience. And the thing is, I don't really have a lot of patience, because what I'm doing is I'm doing all these little things. So I'm making sure that these two lines are like in the correct place in terms of where they are on the reference image, or where the colors are, if they're in the right place in terms of the reference image. And then this gives me a little bit of a boost in terms of confidence in my drawing ability, and that pushes me to do the next detail and the next one and the next one and the next one. And of course, they do stack, and then you're left with this really cool, amazing drawing. Now, it's all very well me going, you should put more details down, because details, yes, it does come with practice, the amount of details you can put down, but some of the main things that go with details is things like contrast, things like color saturation, things like the blends between all your different colors. Now, in terms of contrast, you should use a black pencil or a darker pencil of the same color hue that you want to use to really push things backwards, and then use a light color, which I like to use a white, to bring things forwards. And then this gives a really 3D image. On topic of color saturation, you can see if you look really closely, I'm then putting the colors down that I initially want, smushing them all together with a light color, in this case the white. On top of this, I put down some more colors. I smush it all together with not necessarily a white this time, but a lighter color of a similar color hue to what I put down. And then on top of this, I then put like the final layers down. Because of this pastel mat, it doesn't have a lot of tooth to it, so it looks really smooth, and that's what I want in terms of this car drawing, because obviously cars are metallic, they need to be shiny, and shiny things aren't grainy. So you can see here that in the final stages, I'm using a white paint pen just to put those in your face highlights down, because when you look at a car, you'll see that there's a nice dark color next to a really harsh light color, and this really harsh transition is what gives it that shininess, and was really what I was going for here. So that's all for this video. I think this looks pretty sick, and if you think so too, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time with more creative content.